Hey there, welcome to this video that is focused on boosting your vocabulary through idioms and phrases. Okay, let's get going. First of all, we got to know what is an idiom. I think many of you don't know, don't have even a faint idea about an idiom. An idiom is a group of words whose meaning is different from the literal meaning of the individual words. So it means that by just translating the direct meaning of words, you cannot get to the correct meaning of an idiom. Okay, you cannot understand an idiom just by the literal meaning of the words used in it. For example, break the ice. It doesn't mean breaking a cube of ice. It means to start a conversation in a social situation. Take, for example, whenever you want to use the idiom break the ice in a sentence, you can say, he told a funny joke to break the ice at the meeting. Likewise, hit the nail on the head. It doesn't literally mean hitting the nail with a hammer, right? It means to say something exactly right, directly, okay, coming to the main point, all right? So take, for example, you can say, yeah, she hit the nail on the head when she explained the problem. I think you got it there. So another one is spill the beans. So what does it mean? Spilling the beans, right? It means revealing a secret. Let's say you got something secret, and if you spill the beans to somebody, you tell the secret. Take, for example, he accidentally spilled the beans about the surprise party. He didn't want to tell anyone about the surprise party, but accidentally he mentioned it. So he spilled the beans. Yeah, this is what happens in an idiom. Now, in contrast to what is a phrase? Okay, a phrase is simply a group of words that work together, but it may or may not have a literal meaning. Okay, so we can put the phrases in three major divisions. The very first one is prepositional phrase, often combined with preposition and adverbs, okay, but not having a verb. Take, for example, in front of, right? You don't have a verb here. Next to, or in the middle of, at the top of, at the bottom of. Okay, so you don't have a verb here. This is what we call prepositional phrase. The next one is prepositional verb. We have a verb, okay, with preposition. Think about, married to, lie down, comment on, speak over, come in. When we say like this, preposition and verbs come together. So they have direct meaning, all right? There is no difference in meaning. The third is a phrasal verb. It doesn't have a literal meaning. It has completely different meaning. Take, for example, when you say, so give up, you mean to say, quit. My brother has given up his work, means he has quit his work. Okay. But at the same time, if you say give in, right, you mean to say surrender. Put on means to wear, and when you say put out, you mean to say to extinguish. All right. They managed to put out the fire within 5 hours. When you say, you mean to say that the firefighters, they managed to extinguish the fire. All right. This kind of combination is called a phrasal verb. Okay. Moving ahead today, I just want to illustrate a few idioms, right? So let's see the very first one. First idiom here is upset the apple cart. So beautifully illustrated in the picture. What does it mean by upsetting the apple cart? It means to spoil a plan or cause a trouble. Take, for example, if you want to use it in a sentence, you say, yeah, his sudden resignation upset the apple cart for the whole team. Okay? So the plan gone topsy-turvy. Okay? Completely wrong, right? Because somebody, let's say, spoiling the entire plan, right? So the second one, an apple of discord. So have you heard anyone say apple of discord? Meaning a cause of argument or conflict, maybe a quarrel. The property became an apple of discord among the brothers. The property was the matter on which the brothers went on quarreling, having disagreement. That's the meaning of this idiom. Okay, moving to the third one, the apple of one's eye. So sometimes you go on saying like, I am the apple of my parents' eye. What does that mean? You are the most loved one in your family. For example, her youngest son is the apple of her eye. I believe, yeah, you can even say to your loved one, right? Yeah, you are the apple of my eye. Anything that you like is very precious. Maybe you like it very much. You love it very much. Okay. So the next one bad apple. What does that mean? One bad apple usually comes with spoils the barrel. Okay. I think here you can guess the meaning, right? So one bad person or thing can ruin a whole group. That's the meaning of this idiom. Take, for example, the teacher warned that one bad apple could spoil the entire class if others followed his behavior. So one person doing something wrong is spoiling the others' tasks. That's the meaning implied here. So, yeah, I want to present you two more idioms today. So compare apples and oranges. Apples and oranges are completely dissimilar, right? To compare two very different things. That's the thing. So you can't compare apples and oranges by judging a poem and a novel in the same way. So there could be two different things, like you are trying to make a comparison. All right, and you can say, yeah, comparing apple and oranges. So I think you understand this thing. And the last one is American is apple pie. So I think some of you might have heard this thing. Is American is apple pie. So the meaning is that something that is typically American or very common or traditional. Okay. Take for example, baseball is American as apple pie. Okay. Cricket in Nepal is American as apple pie. Right? So when you say like this, is very common in Nepal. That's it, and please keep following me for similar kind of idioms and phrases in use. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a wonderful time.